Hello. I have not been feeling great, and because of that I've been letting myself down and letting myself go. I have been having pain and I've been exhausted and I've been tired. I'm not enjoying this. We are here to give ourselves the love that we deserve. And how do we do that? By taking care of ourselves even when it gets hard. So I know I don't look like I'm happy, but I'm happy to report that my cooking course has started, which is amazing. Basically what they've done with this course is that they give you tips and tricks on how to cook your food in the best possible way, how to create masterpieces at home so that you don't have to always go out to restaurants. If you want to eat something nice, you can actually make something nice yourself. You don't only think about nutrition and then disregard the fact that, well, it doesn't look appetizing and it's absolutely bland and I can't eat this every day of my life. But also, you don't only think about making it tasty or making it look good and then, you know, completely disregard nutrition. They teach you how to do both. So the first thing we're going to do from this course is we're going to do some grocery shopping. So first, I'm going to make a list of the meals that I'm going to make for this week, and then I'm going to do my groceries. I've organized everything, I wrote down all of the ingredients that I need, and I placed a big order. It's almost 5 p.m. I've just placed the order. It's going to be delivered today between 8 and 10 p.m, which is really nice. I'm probably going to make a quick spaghetti and then I will take care of the rest during the weekend. Hello. Hello. So many bags. I want to go into the bags. I've cut all of the meat. We've got 3 portions of beef and 4 portions of turkey. For now we're going to put in the freezer and then we'll use it afterwards. Итак, что мы отвечаем? Можно оставить je ne préfère ni gagner ni perdre. Мы не можем игнорировать все упражнения. Было бы классно, конечно, но... Yesterday I spent the entire day in the kitchen with Elle and we spent it cooking. One of the things I made is a big batch of bolognese pasta and it's in my fridge right now. The spaghetti with the sauce and it's in my refrigerator. I also made stuffed peppers in my freezer. As you can see, I've got a lot of meat. Next thing we have stuffed peppers. I made a bunch of stuffed peppers. This is just half of what I have here. Next thing I made was syrniki for breakfast. The next thing I made is really mostly 2 ingredients. That's pancakes, as you can see, and minced chicken. So I'm going to be making minced chicken pancakes that we can have in the morning as well for breakfast. Got 32. I still have minced chicken, which means I can use it for something else. There's a nice Japanese restaurant. We're going to have ramen. I look like a ghost. I have been thinking about the things that I'm doing. If you remember, I talked about a course that I wanted to buy, and it's like an exercise course for the back. I found something else that I might want to get. It's a bit cheaper, it's very different, and I think it's a really good beginning considering that it's a bit cheaper. Knowing myself, I don't really want to spend a lot of money on something I'm not really sure I'm going to be able to implement. So I think it could be a good idea to get this thing, to try it, to do it. It's like 30 minutes a day, and see how I could carve out those 30 minutes every day. We are going to the restaurant. I got myself a band-aid, so now my finger is not bleeding anymore. Very nice. Look at that beauty. Yum! We just finished eat. I can't talk. We're going to play. What's it called again? We're going to play Split Fiction.
No, the name of the game. How's it called? All the time.
Stop it. We're going to.
What's the name?
Stop it. Stop it. We're going to play Split Fiction. In the tray.
L3.
Looking back while editing all this footage, I realised that what I thought was happening is that I'm not doing anything, there's no progress. But now I realise it's not actually true. There was a lot of trying new things, a lot of making mistakes. There was no culmination, no direct result that I could see. But I did do a lot of discovery, and I think that's also part of this entire journey. So that's something cool.
Keeps dying and dying. Давай я пройду.
Нет! Да!
Нет, дай, не понимаю. Ну, либо мне дай пройти.
Нет!
Не может быть.
That was awesome! Fuck you! I want to take this moment to praise myself a little bit because I had realised at this point that doing other workouts was painful on my legs and my joints, including jumping rope. I was having a few, soreness moments, and I actually tried to find something else. I didn't just sit idle. I actually did try to explore, so that's quite nice.
Вы реально суперактивны. Что с этим делать? Посмотрите этот видос. Если у вас есть чатик, то Катя скинет вам ссылку на него.
Good morning. I was thinking about not doing the workout today because it has to be done before breakfast, and when I'm home with Elle, it's more difficult. It's a bit harder to do things before breakfast because he gets hungry, and I don't want to make him wait for breakfast. What you see on the screen is the last time I actually did those exercises, and to be frank, I tried really hard to do these workouts, but I wasn't enjoying them at all. The trainer wasn't explaining things very well, and the angle she chose really didn't help with showing the exercises. You can see that on my screen, I think. And on top of that, these exercises, they're mostly focused on holding your breath and doing a vacuum, and I kept getting annoyed that she was talking before starting the breath holding countdown, and I couldn't hold my breath for that long, and you can see on the screen how annoyed I was, and I kept complaining about it. So yeah, that was my last time. I didn't enjoy it, so I'm just not going to continue doing it. Actually, I did more than half of it, and then I was like, no, F this, I'm not going to continue, I'm not enjoying it, I'm just wasting my time. I'm just going to skip rope because I really miss skipping rope, so I'm just going to skip rope maybe a bit later today. By the way, in March and April I took a few Figma and SQL courses because those are tools that I'm going to need in the kind of profession that I want to pivot into, so a lot of my time was spent learning about these things because they're very important and I want to have all of my chances. Today is April 1st. It's the first day of the second quarter of the year. I can't believe it. It's already the second quarter. I'm not really feeling like I've been making much progress on everything that I've been doing. Maybe the reason for that is that although I can track everything, I don't really realize the progress that I'm making. I took a look at my body proportions or my body composition. On the 25th of March, I decided to take my body measurements, including, you know, weight, body fat percentage, muscle, bust, underbust, waist, lower belly, everything. So all of the possible measurements I could take, I took, so that I have a better way of, you know, figuring out whether the body is becoming smaller, bigger, not changing. What I thought was very funny is that although currently I have a very low muscle mass percentage, in terms of kilograms, I do have quite a bit of muscle. Hi guys, it's April 2nd. It's 9:45. I literally just finished my work day. I really thought that I need to leave the apartment and catch a little bit of fresh air. I haven't left the apartment. I left the apartment yesterday. I'm trying to see if I should go to the pond for a walk, if there are any weird people by the pond. Or if I can just, I think I'm just gonna go. If anything happens, I can hit somebody with my can hit them with my camera. I don't think anything is going to happen. It's just 9:45. I'm just out for a stroll. I've been extremely busy. I've had so much going on with work. I've had so much going on with the cooking course, just everything, so many processes, and so much with the internship that I'm trying to apply to, and I haven't had time to edit anything, so I'm very sorry about that. Please forgive me, I apologize. But anyways, I have been studying for the potential internship that I'm going to have. Hopefully I'll be accepted and I can be accepted and I can do it. I've been actually studying quite actively for it, and every evening I've been watching videos, listening to courses, watching courses, taking down notes, just trying to find anything, any type of information that I could use, and trying to actually learn it. So that's been very time consuming and energy consuming, very énergophage. That's what I've been up to. I redid my resume, I fixed it, and yesterday I finally got the courage to send it, and I sent it. And for a while I was really nervous and worried, because I was thinking, what if I forgot something? What if I didn't add something important? What if I wrote something stupid or awkward? And it's just going to, people are going to think I'm fucking stupid. And I don't want them thinking I'm fucking stupid, obviously, because I'm trying to get hired by them. So instead, I just let it go, and I sent it. And that was... People think I'm American, that's funny. And I got an email, and they sent me the link to the tests. I really thought the test was going to be like a test task with like a project, and you have to do something, and it's got to be, you know... No, it wasn't anything like that. It was a psychometric test. There was 3 parts: neural part, logic part, and verbal part. And I watched some videos on how to, you know, the strategy on how to do it best. I was a bit worried for everything, actually. And then I actually did it. So the first thing I did was the logic part, because that's what people online said you should start with. I did it. I found out it was simple for me. It wasn't that difficult. I answered almost everything. And then it went dark, but that's how it feels inside of my soul when I talk about this. The numeric or numeral part. Guys, it was a freaking massacre. It was horrible. It was the end of me. I was at the end of my patience. I was just unalive. Hey, pretty dog. After I answered the numerical test, I lost a tiny little bit of hope. Once I get the answer, hopefully if it's positive, I'm gonna have to make a video recording of myself answering questions, tell the people that please take me. Please hire me. Please save me. Do you see that? Duckies. There's ducks. Beautiful little ducks. I began my second quarter of the year, and that means adjustments. My psyche has not been really good because of work. It's been a mess. I haven't really been doing much except from the SQL and the Duolingo and the journaling. I want to implement 10-minute walks, at least 10 minutes, in my daily routine. For now, that means going out and having a walk outside, although, as you can see, the social environment might not be the best. Instead of doing it outside. Do you have a problem? Ну тогда не надо никаких oh my fucking god, go, 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 American, American. Ну, согласитесь, это ж тупо. Просто человек ходит, а вы такой oh my fucking god.
Почему ты?
Это культурно? Это прям хорошо так себя вести, да?
Нам норм, в нашей стране, да. Нам норм.
А мне не норм, это тоже моя страна. Что? Это тоже моя страна, молодой человек.
Все, тогда это культура.
Не надо, пожалуйста, никаких... Вот я хожу и я снимаю. Нет, это ненормальное поведение в нашей стране.
Почему?
Потому что это не культурно, потому что это ненормально. Вот вы хотите себя вести как какой-то Karen? Не надо, пожалуйста. Вот реально, пожалуйста, не надо. Я просто хожу, снимаю свой влог спокойно.
Это вот и хорошо ходите.
Окей.
Мы просто на веселе, мы просто кидаем приколы.
Ну я это слышу, мне это неприятно, понимаете? Я вам ничего не говорила, а вы вот придумали, что я из Америки, что надо fuck off и go, и не знаю, что еще. Что? Нет. Вообще-то, да. Ну, пожалуйста, не надо. Вы не знаете, как это может влиять на человека. Спасибо. Хорошего вечера. Спасибо. I had my little Karen moment. I'm such a fucking Karen. But anyway, it's not really nice when you're walking around and then people are just saying fuck off and fuck and like go away and America, America. I don't care. I think they were pretty shocked when I spoke Russian. They were pretty shocked when I spoke Russian. Unexpected. This is something that never happens actually, and the day that I decide to take my camera and to film myself, I'm not even filming anybody else, I'm not bothering anyone, and I have filmed outside on the street before. This never happens, and it happened today, so quite surprising that it would happen specifically today. I feel the weeds. I feel the winds of change. I am quite excited. I am a bit worried though that all of the hopes that I've been putting inside of this new endeavour and this new adventure is going to come back and slap me in the face when I get rejected. I am very worried about that and about being rejected. I honestly really hope that it's not going to happen, or at least that I'm not going to care as much if it does happen. Building high hopes is always the bane of me. Ella and myself were invited to a karaoke birthday party by my friend Bushra. So hi Bushra! And we decided to get her a really nice present. We actually got presents from 2 different stores, like cosmetics from L'Occitane and a beautiful tea bouquet from Banter. And this girl was so nice and she did everything and she made such a beautiful bouquet for us. And she agreed to appear in the video, so that was quite nice. Красота! И букет тоже красивый. Как классно. Спасибо большое.
За что вам спасибо. fight, Anna the fight. I'm Superman. He's back. He's always saying.
Hi everybody, believe it or not, we're in April. Up until today, it wasn't snowing. There was a lot of sun, and I do apologise for my voice. I went karaoke yesterday. I made the happy mistake of metal grunts. I know you don't imagine me to be that type of girl, but for my defense, it's not something I do on a daily basis, and it's not really something that a very present topic in my life, and I had the not so smart idea of doing it without warming up. My vocal cords are extremely tight. I'd already decided to go out for a walk. Hi. Aren't they adorable? As I was telling you, I was already planning my walk. I was already planning to go out for this walk before the feelings kicked in. And then we finished watching Doctor Who and the feelings. I just thought about the next days. I got some notifications about events I have today, things that I need to do, and the feelings kicked in, and I felt like this immense feeling of dread and doom and sadness and helplessness. I'm somewhat at peace with the process that I'm going through. Oh, there's a beautiful dog. Hi. Hi. So adorable. The first two things are my health and my physical appearance. Guys, I am at my heaviest weight currently. I am completely out of shape, absolutely unfit, and it's absolutely insane to me because I've never been like this before. I've told you I had EDs before, but even in that case, I still have an ED, still in recovery, still working on it, but I never expected that the recovery process would put me through so many challenging moments. I never thought that trying to get better, I tend to wish a lot and dream a lot about what if things were different? What if I never developed the different eating disorders that I developed? Because it wasn't one, it wasn't two. What if I never developed them? And it started so early in my life. It's so tiring, you guys. I saw a video of myself today that was taken yesterday when I was in karaoke, and it's like every time I see myself, I discover my body all over again. And I look at it and I'm like, no, this can't be me. I've been working on recovery for a year, and I honestly do think that I have improved a lot. There are so many things that have improved. For example, I used to feel very uncomfortable even going out for a walk. I disagree with the idea that healing or recovering from your eating disorder means you don't ever think about how you look or how much body fat you have or the things that you eat or anything like that, because being completely delusional and oblivious about the state of your body is also unhealthy. I want to be healthy. I'm recovering from eating disorders because I want to be healthy. The second thing with body and health is very linked with this one. I am not happy with my physical body health. Guys, I'm so unhealthy. This is how I know it. Having been all of my life a person that was thin to skinny, I knew what it felt like to be able to move. I knew what it felt like to feel the energy. I knew what it felt like to be able to get up without struggling, to jump without feeling pain in my knees or in my feet. Like, running is so hard. Walking, getting up the stairs is so hard. I get my breath, I get all... It's horrible. Add to that my very poor posture. It feels like everything in my body is trying to pull me down to the ground, and my back is arched all the time, and my knees hurt, and I'm always so swollen. I'm not saying it like, look at me, I have it so bad. I'm saying it as, objectively, this is not good, and it's very frustrating to me, because I know what it feels like, even though I might have had, I might have been unwell mentally. I was fairly healthy physically because I was still feeding myself, I was eating relatively healthy, and it was just the mental eating disorder that was still there, and then it switched completely. It came back, all of the bad stuff, everything, all of it, just grabbed it and ran with it. So I'm frustrated. Those are the two things. My physical appearance, that I just don't recognize myself at all anymore, and I don't even know who this... Like, this is my body, my lovely, amazing body that did so much for me for so many years, and this is what it's turned into, this is what has happened to it, and it really, really pains me, and it hurts me, and I'm so sad about it, and I really, really want my body... I really want my body to feel good, because it deserves to feel good, and it's so hard. It's so hard to get to that point. But I guess this is what this series is about, doing little steps and trying to make things better. I guess I need to think about the fact that little things also count. The third thing that makes me want to... My job. Guys, my job. I cannot do this anymore. I feel like the expectations are unrealistic. I feel like management is done very poorly. I thought in the beginning that it was different, but I don't think there are any growth opportunities for me in the long run. I haven't been here for a long time, but I see how structurally how the company works, and I don't think there are many opportunities for me for growth. There is a mentality that I don't really like. The communication in the company, really, the mentality. I don't like it. It's so difficult for me to wake up in the morning. Not because I'm lazy, I tested it. Not because I'm lazy, because even though I might not be motivated or not feel the ability to focus 100%, I do extra hours, I work overtime, and a lazy person wouldn't do that. I try really hard to be positive about it, but I feel like the communication, the mentality, and the expectations are absolutely insane and abnormal. Last time we had a call, somebody asked, like, what's going on, why are the results not as we expect? And somebody said, look, we have this problem. The management, they were like, the problem's always been here, so deal with it. Otherwise, the problem is with you, and just leave the company then. Just go away. Like, work on yourself. Come on. I realized that I really like walking outside in the evening when it's not sunny outside, when there's almost nobody out. I really like this. Even when it's snowing like this. Crazy. So my senior manager joined the call as well, and apparently I'm doing a very, very poor job. Something was said that was like, well, either you meet our expectations for next month, or we're gonna have to, sack you, basically. I guess if I get sacked, I will be free in May to do everything that I want. Okay, I just had a very nice talk with Elle and a good cry. It lasted 38 minutes, the call, and honestly, do I look like I care? I cried because of the treatment. I didn't cry because, oh, it might be sacked. That's okay, whatever. In general, the way that they were talking to me, the way that they were almost kind of together against me. How about we focus on the team that I'm in, which has a really, really high turnover? Maybe the problem isn't in me. Maybe it's in you guys, and maybe it's in the management of the team. Every person that you hire and that you have in the team leaves after 4 to 5 months. It's going to be 5 months. Maybe the problem is not in the people. But of course I couldn't say that on the call because I want to avoid conflict, and I usually try to avoid it until the very last moment, and I only go into conflict when I think it is necessary. We are 11 days into my second quarter of this experiment, and guys, I am ashamed. I'm not ashamed. I am not ashamed. That was a lie, but I am a little bit upset. Am I ashamed? Maybe a tiny bit, maybe 0.5%, not like, you know, 50% ashamed. I am a little bit upset at how things are going for me, how I'm not really doing the things that I set for myself. So many of them are left untouched. I need to figure out a way to make this happen. Like waking up at 9 in the morning too. I've done it only 4 times this month. This is absolutely insane. Let's think a little bit, because this is, I think, very important as well. Nobody really shows the way that they think in their thought process and how they try to fix the issues when they arise. Working out 3 times a week. The first thing that I think about is I'm lazy because I don't want to have to do extra actions in order to do my little jump rope workout. But there has to be something a bit deeper than that, because I am going out and walking in the snow. So it cannot be that I'm just simply lazy. It takes more actions, it takes more things that I need to do. I need to get dressed, I need to go out, I need to walk outside, come back home. So it cannot be only laziness. Maybe it's the fact that my joints hurt and my feet hurt, and walking is a bit easier than jumping rope. The solution is I'm going to see a doctor today about my joints and about my pain in my back, in my legs, in my bones in general. When it comes to Instagram, I have nothing to show. I am sitting at home all day working and not really taking pictures or videos or reels of anything. I am just working. I think another thing is I'm not really comfortable taking pictures. Crazy, I'm making a video, but I'm not comfortable taking pictures of myself because of the way that I'm, that I look right now. Besides, I don't want my Instagram to be only pictures of me, like selfies. So I'm not going to be posting anything like that. One solution I'd thought about was to actually repurpose the content that I've made for YouTube and post it on Instagram, but that takes time, and obviously, as you know, with the work that I have right now, I don't have the time to do it. The next one's meditation, and I'm supposed to meditate 5 minutes a day. I don't have an excuse for this one. It's literally just 5 minutes. I can't bring it into my brain to sit down and do the 5 minutes, so I need to find the perfect time for it. In the morning is not good because I guess I can do my 5-minute meditation before I start my work day, because God only knows I need the peace and serenity and calm before I start my work day. So I'm going to write this down. Okay, guys, I told you that I've been struggling with my health and that I was having issues with my joints, so I decided to make use of my insurance that I have. I went to the doctor to talk about my back and neck and joint pains and everything, all of the pains that I have. So many pains. I went on Friday, and today, for reference, is Tuesday, so I went almost a week ago. I did an ultrasound, I did 2 x-rays, and I got my blood drawn. The fun thing, that's not so fun, I have been given lots of meds that I need to be taking. Hello everybody, we are about to take off. It's going to take 1 hour and 10 minutes, so it's going to be quite quick. In the meantime, I'm just going to do some video editing because I don't need any internet to do that. And we'll get back home tomorrow. Some babushka. Today I have a call with my marketing director to discuss intermediate results, and I'm curious as to what she's going to say. It's probably going to be like, horrible results, we're sacking you. This is the 2 weeks notice. Мы тебя любим. Была очень хорошая. Мы тебя гладим. I'm about to have a call with the marketing director and I'm so nervous. Why am I nervous? I'm getting fired anyway. So maybe I'm nervous because they're going to fire me today. Because I feel like that's what they're going to do.
20 minutes later.
Потому что, ну, как бы, зачем тебя мучить, если это может просто не твое. Поэтому мое предложение, что нам надо просто как бы расстаться, чтобы тебя не мучить.
Окей.
Я очень хочу, чтобы ты не расстраивалась из-за этого, потому что я правда не думаю, что это как-то связано там, ну, не расстраиваешься, если ты смотришь.
Я не расстраиваюсь. Нет, я не расстраиваюсь. Я не вижу, зачем расстраиваться, поэтому я не расстраиваюсь.
Окей.
Ну, мне все-таки что-то хочется сказать.
I finally expressed maybe 45-50% of what I was bottling up, and that was really cool.
Все, за это больше не задерживаю. Спасибо тебе большое.
Am I looking like I'm half dead? It's because I'm extremely ill right now. I haven't posted a video in almost 2 months, and I haven't done anything, pretty much not done anything, in almost a month. And that is because I was extremely stressed and worried and about work, and I had lots of processes going on. There's just so much that needs to be reorganized now that I'm leaving this job in this company. I've actually been to the doctor and I have another appointment. I was supposed to go today, but I didn't because of the state I'm in right now. I didn't really want to go to the doctors or to anybody's. Basically, my doctor's probably going to tell me what sports I need to do and some things that I need to do to fix my spine and my pelvis and everything and the shape of me and to minimize pain. There is a long journey ahead. I do feel like I haven't made much progress from the beginning of the year until now, but at the same time I do feel like I've gained more clarity on, you know, things that I can do, things that I should do, things that I want to do, and how they can affect me in my life, how they can affect my health and how they can affect my body. I definitely am going to be spending more time doing lots of meal prepping, cooking in advance. I'm going to finally start doing something for my spine and for my posture, which is really, really bad and really not good for the way that I feel, the joint pain. Hopefully this is going to help with my ED and with my physical and mental health in general. Look at her. Look at how adorable. Look at how adorable we are. We are so adorable. We are so cute. Look here. Come on. Look up, look up, look up. You are the most adorable. You're so cute. You are so cute. I love you so, so much. Yes, Mama, you need to get clean. Let me clean you, Mama, let me clean you. Mama, let me clean you, please. Yo, hello, hey everybody, I have got so much to do. I am here sitting in my kitchen, putting on my little black socks. I was thinking I would go to the doctor without calling a taxi. Then I looked out the window, it turns out it's raining. That was not really good music, but moving on, let's just ignore that and ignore the way I'm dressed, so feminine and beautiful and nice. I found a nice spot in the kitchen, if you ignore in the background, I found this spot in my kitchen. I can sit here and make my videos like I'm a YouTuber or something. But guys, aren't I? Am I not the famous YouTuber you've all been waiting for? The only content that you were lacking in your life? Am I not that person that's just fallen from the heavens to grace you with this beautiful face, beautiful hair, amazing voice, so delicate, so fancy, posh, and also amazing content with my dry lips that make me look like I do, but I don't. Oh, I'm ill. Very delicate and very graceful. I definitely do not sound like an old man who's been smoking God knows what all of his life. No, I don't sound like that. Very princessy. Do you know why I know that? Because I am princess. You just don't know it. I've got a doctor's appointment. I've got to go to my joints and bones doctor because I have some issues, it would seem. Hopefully not too serious, so I'm going to talk to her today and she's going to tell me what's going on with my with my bones and my joints, and she's going to tell me if there's anything that I can do to fix my issue with my bones and my joints. Hopefully it's nothing serious, because I would really hate for it to be something very serious that cannot be cured. We don't want that, do we? We don't. We really don't. We are still young. We're still very young and we want to have a happy, pain-free, joint issue-free life ahead of us, okay? I would be lying to you if I said that I've been consistent with everything. I have not. As a matter of fact, I have been so inconsistent with everything that I started to blame myself a little. Just a little. Not too much. Tiny bit. I filmed so much content, I mean so much footage, so much, that is just uninteresting, unusable. Just me complaining, me telling you guys, boo-hoo, everything is horrible. Basically, look at this, look at that. My health is absolute. My work is absolute. I cried by the pond. By the pond. My name's not Amy. I gave my 2-week notice. I will be free in 6 days. 6 days and I will be gone from this job. I will not have to answer to anybody in this job. I'm not going to have to send them reports anymore. I'm not going to have to be in the chats anymore. And I'm not going to have to receive work messages at every moment of the day, during the weekend, or any other moment. This job, it sucked the life out of me. This job, it sucked the sanity out of me. Do we like that? No, we don't. So, since I put in my 2-week notice, the amount of stress that's been reduced and the overeating has also gone down so much. I hadn't realized, but in the last maybe month or so, 2 months maybe, my overeating was also linked to that. The stress from the job would make me forget to eat at a normal, reasonable time, and then not knowing what to do with my stress and anger and anxiety, I would just eat my emotions and my feelings, and it wasn't as bad as, you know, before I took my recovery program. So the environment was really bad for me. Hello. I just came out of the clinic. I was at the doctor's and I went to my usual doctor. So the first thing is, thankfully, there's nothing serious going on with my joints. There is a beginning of something. I'm not really sure what it is. I have to look at the documents again, but it's nothing too serious. She said I could take some meds and also take some collagen to make it a bit easier on my joints. I'm going to have physical therapy for my sacroiliac joints, or for the area. I'm not really sure what we're going to be treating, but the doctor knows what she's doing, so I trust her completely. I'm going to have that. I'm also going to have whatchamacallit. She gave me some exercise I can do at home. I'm definitely going to do them because it's supposed to make me feel a bit better. you.